Hi everyone, I'm Nancy with Ladybugs Flowers and Rustic Decor, and today we're going to be making just a simple little picture. And it's got two red birds, it's one male and one female, and a little barn and some wildflowers and all that I did design on Canvas. But what we're going to do is take our decoupage and glue our picture down to our frame piece that goes on the back. I did take off the part that it sits up with because I am going to probably set the frame on top of this candle holder. So what I was going to do is just take my glue and put it all over the back of this cardboard piece that goes to the frame. And then lay my picture down on it, which I could have just put it on the back of my picture too. Haven't been on like made videos much here recently, but I have been real sick at my stomach. So feeling a little better today, but not the best. Peel that up, it ain't right. It isn't right. Get it sitting right on the frame part. Maybe. I think I pretty much got it. That little part's going to have a hump in it from, let me put my glasses on, I'll be able to see, from the back of the frame where it had, where it's got the little things that you can hang it up. So what I'm going to do here, I don't have my little sander, so I'm just going to cut back what's over the edge as good as I can. Then I'll just fold it over. It needs to come over this way just a little bit, but it's pretty much done stuck now. So, put a little more glue over that. I don't have much left. I've almost ruined my paintbrushes again, so it's just time to go get some more at the Dollar Tree. Trying to keep my brush going the same way, so if it is streaked, at least it will be going the same direction. All right, we're gonna get this dried. And there's our picture onto the back of the frame piece. And we are going to paint our frame as well. But don't cut myself. Trying to get some of these staples out. It don't look like I'm going to be able to much. We'll go ahead and push these down and get my front of my frame. And of course I'm going to the nutmeg and the burnt umber brown. And I did make the picture look vintage looking. I wanted it to be a more like rustic look to it. I really haven't been confirmed that I've got ulcers, but it's pretty much what I have. And it could take up to a year for them to heal. So I got a little ways to go. I still got to go and have the scope run down my throat. That way it'll be finalized, that's what it is. But I'm almost sure. And the reason I say that is because I did take BCs every day for years for my head and my neck. I kept headaches every day. And I'm pretty sure I was a little addicted to the BC powders too. Not trying to cover myself because they are addictive like any other thing can be. But I didn't just take them for no reason. Now all I can take is Tylenol. And it just don't really help. But it's my own fault. Because I did take BCs for so long. With everybody telling me I was going to cause ulcers in my stomach. And that's exactly what happened. I do believe. Alright, we got this painted. We didn't. Yeah, we did. We're just going to have to go over it. Again, it looks like it's wood, but it's a real smooth texture to this frame that I did get at the Dollar General. Go over it one more time, and it don't have to cover it all the way. That kind of makes it look like it has a wood grain look to it, and I'm liking that. Like the texture of it is It's making it like it's got just like darker wood. Not darker wood, but darker on the wood. As you can tell, I don't really have it together. I'm trying to. Alright. And what I want to do, I do want to paint over my little candle holder thing that's going to be holding the picture frame. And we want it to kind of match. We'll get this painted and dried. Then get our picture put in our frame and decorate the rest of it how we're going to. And we're going to stick this inside the frame. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I'm going to shut that down. And then I am going to go ahead and just give this a little swipe on the back to kind of match, even though I don't have them staples out. I'll take them out and then go back over it. Alright, and there's our little picture in our frame. But I do have this little wreath that I made. And I wasn't for sure if it was going to cover up my red birds and which side I wanted to put it on if I put it on there. I kind of want it to loop over and not be I made this about a couple of years ago. I thought it would be cute with it. Trying to decide which way it needs to go. And I guess it needs to really go on that side. And I'm just going to take some glue and glue it down to the back side where it stays in place. And it's not covering up the red bird. And it is just going to kind of stick out like that. But that gives it a rustic look, I think, as well. Then I do want to get a piece of string right here and make a bow. And I do want to use some of this burlap. And we're not going to make a real big bow. Putting that right in the middle, and I'm just going to loop this back and forth. Which I might just use that for right now. And then I'm going to, I had cut out these black pieces ahead of time and my burlap. I had them left over from another time. So I'm just going to cut that off. We're not wanting this bow to be real big to cover up our picture. I do want to use some red that I had cut out too. I don't have much of it. I only got like a little strip that I might cut on. And then I had a green piece cut out that I was wanting to use. And I had them all in a baggie together, so they just kind of all together. Cut that end. Cut that one. And it probably would be easier if I did have a bow maker. I have to start over with this one. Loop it. And I'm just bringing it up and making another loop. Alright, we're going to do one more of each one. I wasn't for sure if I had another red one. And then one more gray one. And it's a little thicker. But that's okay. Now what you're going to do is just grab it up, your string, and then just tie it. And I'm actually going to loop it around because I want that green to be on the front. That way I could tie my knot in the back. Of the bow. And I tied 2 or 3, maybe even 4. You spread your bow out how you want it. And it's not going to be too tight that you can't pull and get some more on one side or the other. Cut off some of that excess string. There's our little bow. I think it's cute. Little wild bow. And what we're going to do is put some glue back here on the back. And then stick it in the corner of our frame with our little reef. Not wanting to cover that up, and you can stick it down in there. Your little tails, what you can. I'm going to put a button. And I've got one in here. Just give me a moment to find one. I guess I'll just put this little flower one on it. First one I grabbed up. Since the picture does have some little wildflowers. Try to get these little tails right here as burlap to stick down, but they might not want to. Because my lips sure don't. Alright, and that's how the little picture and the frames turned out. What I'm going to do is put some glue on the bottom of my frame to stick to this candle holder. And I'm going to have to hold on to it for a minute. I might end up having to put a screw through it. To get it to stay. Because it will be a little heavier. On this back side, I'm going to put a little more glue. And then I'll paint over that to see if we can't get it to stay on there. then glue my finger to it. Got glue going every which way. And I think it's going to be alright. It's a little top heavy, but this is flat, so it's just going to kind of set. And I am going to have to paint that glue. And I do have these little berries. I forgot that I wanted to put on the frame. Just 2 pieces. So it's not overwhelming. I guess I'll just kind of stick it up here behind this button and have it sticking out that way. Not putting a lot of glue on it. And there's our little Redbird rustic decor. And I hope you have enjoyed the video. And always remember, you are enough. And have a blessed night.